Come on, do it. Gosh. Did it work? Is it working? Oh my goodness. I think it's working. Oh my God. Can you see me? I think I just got like 15 texts for some strange reason. I don't know why I'm getting all these texts all at the same time. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Is it actually working? Because I might not have added myself or done something stupid, but it wasn't me. It was them. They said they were hey, Michelle, they kept allocating more resources to the server. It was them, not me. So yay, everything's working. Okay. Jesus Christ. I've never had that happen before where it like wasn't me. So anyway, I'll go back and say hi. That was kind of a little like weird. Hello, Sandy Jersey girl. Hey, Heather. Heather, were you saying holy shit from the video? Holy shit, bag of shit, whole crap shit, back shit. Hey, Fancy Glam. Hey, CJ Mac. Fancy Glam, one of my fellow stalkers. Pixie Truther, another stalker. Rocco, are you a stalker yet? I think you kind of were a stalker. Slight stalker. Hi, Heather again, but it wasn't me. Every time I would hit the go live, it would say like, we're experiencing high thingy delays. Please wait. We're allocating more resources. And I'm like, you're freaking Google and you can't figure it out. All right. Hello, Michelle E. Hey, Crystal Langford. Hey, Roxy. Let's see. Okay. If it was, I am now. Hey, KK. Hello. Oh my gosh. Roxy is stalking you. Hey, Canadian girl. Well, it's so funny. I mean, I think Pixie and I are like, we're tied, but you get talked about more than me, which is funny because I mean, this whole situation just cracks me up. I mean, it just cracks me up. I don't even know what to say about it. So basically, there apparently is a new way. If you can't get content on your own, there's a new way to get content. And what you do is you talk about somebody else. And then when they respond to you, then you completely act like you're the victim and they've gone after you and they've hurt you. And you act like, that's the first thing that happened. Because some of us who graduate high school and college and other things, we know there's action, reaction, and there's like the action is like, you're a gutter girl and you live in your garage. And the reaction is I do a comedy skit. And then, the third thing is then completely unnecessary and is just harassment. But somehow that makes me a stalker. That's weird. So that's what we're going to talk about, because I've been trying to come up with a name for this new way of getting content. And I'm going to call it the Abbott and Costello method. Because remember Abbott and Costello? Like the who's on first, who's on second, third base, I don't know. It's like you don't know which way it's going up and down. Like that's this method of like how, you get content. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it the Abbott and Costello method. So I would like to clear up one thing. Lindsay, you just listen. But seriously, that is what they do. It's just like they try and confuse people. Girl, you're using big words and talking too fast. We missed over the head. Okay. Well, I need to use more cuss words too, I think. Do not take anyone as stalker. The funniest thing was I understood. I'm going to talk a little slower. I understood when she was saying, you fake Barbie ass bitch. I understood what she said because I have a brain and I use it. But I was just making fun of the way that she sounded like she had an IQ of 10 when she said it. Because she was like, like she just sounded like the most unintelligent I don't know, drunk person in the world. So trust me, like, you didn't need to, like, she didn't understand what I said, and she's gonna think it's so funny when she knows. I knew what you said, honey. I don't think she understands that I'm a comedy channel. Okay? I'm a comedy channel. So I don't take any of this seriously. Like, when you're making fun of Queen OG, you're making fun of Queen OG, who is, the one that ate the glue and then took all the erasers and then pounded them together and sniffed all the dust. That's like what she is right now. And I burnt myself. It was probably the first time I've burnt myself curling my hair in like 30 years. But anyway, but seriously, that's just, you just kind of, that's seriously what I think it is. I mean, it's like, I knew what you were saying, dum-dum head. And that's the whole thing. It's like, sometimes I guess I have to stop and realize what I'm dealing with. And I'm not, and I don't mean to be rude, but I think sometimes we need to realize we're not dealing with people on the same level. And again, I just don't, like she said about the fact that I have an unfinished wall, because, it's funny, the hypocrisy. Because one thing that she said was, if you don't know about something, you shouldn't talk about it. So just so you know, my closet isn't finished. So that wall isn't finished. So you do see the 2x4 because we haven't finished it. Because each one of these tin little shitty little, things, they're like 3 foot by 4 foot, and they're $300 a piece. So they're a little expensive. So we're kind of taking our time doing it, because I've learned anytime you do a project, double the time and double the price, and that'll be like how much it really costs, right? So yes, you can see the 2x4s, but that's because it's not done yet, and there will be a metal wall there. No, nobody was going to go on panel unless they wanted to. Like that I don't know how it got, like, it was just kind of a thing. Like, if people wanted to go, because we were like the 3 people set, so it was like we're the 3 amigos. So it was more just like saying, here we're the, but nobody has to come up here. If you want to come up here with me, you're more than welcome to. But I don't think I've ever had anyone on panel with me. I mean, everybody, like, like, I'm usually by myself all the time. So if anyone wants to come back, come up here, you can't, but you don't have to. Like, I wasn't saying that. So just, but so just so she knows, that's one thing. It's not finished. Like the wood, it needs to get stained. Okay. And just so she knows about the tin, because she had it all backwards in her little head. And so just so you know, the only reason I said something was because it was phrased in a way that made it sound like my husband and I were having problems, and so he kicked me out of the house to live in a garage, right? Hey, Mr. Pork. I don't think I said hi to you yet. And I do have kids. They don't pay attention to me because they think I'm a dork, so they don't go to my channel. But, like we always talk about, we don't talk about families and stuff like that. But that was what was said, basically, like your husband is kicking you out of the house and you have to live in the garage. So you're like, why would you do that? So obviously you're kind of saying that my husband and I are having problems and he's kicking me out of the house. And that's something that obviously I would not want, like my kids to hear, because it's not true. If it was true, it would be one thing, but that's not something that you want other family members, friends to hear, especially when it's not true. So when somebody says something like that then goes, against everything you always talk about, families off limits, then, I kind of have to step in. But again, I'm a comedy channel. So I wasn't like, I didn't go in, hey, Peaches, she colors dicks in a basement with leaky pipes. She has no room to talk. She's just jealous of all your shoes. Well, I'd be jealous of all my shoes too if I didn't have them. I worked hard to get all those shoes. Like, because when I used to be a size 8. And when I had my kids, my feet, I guess, because I gained like 100 pounds with the first and 60 with the second. And I guess the weight, gravity pushed down, and Now I'm a 9. So I basically had to rebuy all my shoes. So I'm really proud of all my shoes now, god damn it. And KK, I'm glad you're okay. I kind of see, that's the thing. I don't really watch a lot of YouTube because I don't have time. We have a rule in here. You just type at everybody and say hi, and you don't have to go to like every, because we were all talking one day and we're like, that's way too hard to say like hi to everybody. So if you just do like at everybody, that's all you need to do in here, and we'll realize you mean like say hi to everybody, because it is too hard. It's too hard to say hi to everybody. But KK, I kind of half know what happened, and it's obviously total bullshit, but that's just another, it's just more of the bullshit. It's just more of the bullshit. Yeah. I mean, you should make your opinion about someone. And I've always said this. Hey, Money Moves. I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Wow. Gosh, it's been a long time since I've seen you. It's been like a year. But so hello. How are you? Now you made me lose my place. And if you have watched me anytime, you know, if I lose my place, I'm screwed because my brain half works as it is. But yeah, now I totally forgot what I was going to say. But I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah. I've always said I make up my mind about people based on them, not the opinions of others. You know, like if someone tells me a story about someone, I'm not going to be like, someone tells me a story about Roxy, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I'm not going to talk to her. She just sounds like a horrible bitch. Like, okay, so you had a problem with this person, but that doesn't mean anything about, you know, like I'm not going to make my opinion about Roxy based on, you know, your opinion of it, you know, so that's stupid, you know, so I hate when people do that. You know, everybody should give everybody a chance, which is like, for example, you know, Ginny, who like they're all pissed off that, you know, she was their friend until like I came along and then I ruined it. No, she came into my comment section and was like, I'm, you know, like yelling at me, you know, about how I could said all these things about purple and all these things I did, and she never did anything to me. And, you know, she had it all twisted. She was basically just reiterating what she had been told. And I said, I appreciate that, but, you know, I would like you to just look through my channel, you know, and you can look through hers and you can see, are there any videos of her on my channel? Have I really spoken horribly about her? And just make up your own mind. You know, I'm not going to tell you, you know, I'm not going to go tit for tat, like, well, she did this, well, she did that. You know, just, you know, go look through stuff and make up your own mind. And she came back and she was like, wow, like, I love you. You're amazing. And she's a bitch. Like, she's horrible. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I thought that, said that, you know. And I have so many people who are now over here who used to be over there who like came over here and yelled at me for like, oh, how mean I was. And then I was like, just check it out. Just go do your homework. Go do your homework and then you decide. And if you still hate me, then fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. And then they're like, oh, wait a minute. You haven't done a single video on her. Oh, okay. I thought your channel was all about her. You know, like things like that. It's like, yeah, you know, like she talks like the Barbie thing. She likes to say, she's just mad at me because I call her a Barbie. For the like she even played the video, which in the video I was like, I like that you call that I'm a Barbie. And she's like, and she's so after it playing me saying, I like that I'm a Barbie, she said, she's just mad that I called her a Barbie. Hello? Anybody up there? Wakey, wakey, lemon shaky. I think that was this one. This was the wasted one. This was the one from the first video that was the wasted one on the one. I feel that I'm going to take a cue from her in defending myself. LOL. I don't need to listen to Toilet Mouth and Shit Brain. She's trying to tell me what to do and stop going to other panels. Yeah. Hey, Turtle Dove. What's up? Yeah. I mean, there will always be people like that. And, KK, you are like, I made the video about KK, and KK came to me and yelled at me and said, how could she did the same thing. She thought I was a big shithead too, until she actually, you know, listened and did her homework and then realized the reality. But, the video I did on KK was basically like the fact that KK is like the most loyal person to anybody, even if they're wrong. Because the whole thing that had happened was, you know, Vintage was saying something, and Vintage was, excuse me, I hiccups, was actually right, but it didn't matter. KK was going to stand up for Purple, even though Purple was wrong. And that's because that's who KK is. She's loyal, and that's a very good quality to be, right? And so, and the whole thing was supposed to be a tribute to Pittsburgh, because my mom's from Pittsburgh too. So once she realized that, she was like, oh, so she's another one who used to be there and is now over here. See how this keeps happening? See, Turtle Dove. See how this keeps happening? And like, I never, like, that's the thing. I never ever like tell people. Like, when like people come over and go in the like comments and will like yell at me like, how could you do that? How could you say that? And I'm not going to be like, I didn't do this. Da, 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 da. I just say, go do your homework. Hi, I love Alta. Like, I just say, go do your homework. Go look through my channel. Go see what my content is, and go see if it's an I Hate Purple channel. Go see. If you don't like me, don't like me. That's fine. But don't like me because you don't like me. Don't not like me because you've been told not to like me. Like, have a good reason for it. If you think I'm a bitch because you just think I'm a bitch because you believe I'm a bitch, great. All for that. But if you think I'm a bitch because someone told you that, that's pathetic. And I like, I just say, do your homework. Do your homework. Make up your mind based on what you see, not based on what has been slipped into your ear when you were sleeping, kind of thing. And I think that people who, hey, Canadian girl, no, I think I already said hi to you, but I'll say hi to you again. Hello, Canadian girl. I think that people who have thin skin and very weak self-esteems need to have people around them, and they're so frightened that people won't like them on their own accord of being themselves, that they have to basically poison other people that they might like so that they'll like them. You know what I'm saying? So like, she has to poison that I'm a horrible person because you might like me. And she's so jealous and scared that you might like me that she has to make sure you hate me. You know what I mean? Like, it's pathetic. And, but I understand, and I feel bad for her because I wouldn't want to, it took me until I was in my early 40s to truly like love myself for who I was, and just, not, because I had an eating disorder for a long time. So it took me a while to really get into my own self, where I could just like, I didn't care what people said, and I loved myself for me. And it took me until like my early 40s to really honestly believe that, and and she's in her early, like, she's 10 years younger than me. Like, think about that. She's a decade younger than me. Like, we're like night and day. Like, that's a lot of years. 10 years. I mean, that's like, she's in kindergarten and I'm in high school. That's a huge amount of time, but so, maybe she'll learn, but maybe she won't, because, the one thing that I learned early on was that the difference between comedy and bullying is intent. And intent with comedy is to make you laugh, to make you look at something that you've done and laugh about it. make you look at how loyal KK is, even if the person is wrong, and laugh about it, you know, and realize, you know, that maybe she shouldn't be quite so loyal, but it's funny and it's a really good quality to have, you know, whereas bullying is just making fun of her for being a dumbass, for being loyal to someone who's an asshole, you know, and that's the difference between her and me. And she flat out said it herself. She said, you know, I'm going to make you cry. I'm going to hurt you. Like, she's probably one of those people who had a mom who said, you know, you, like, when she was 5 and started to cry, said, I don't know what you're crying about. If you keep crying, I'll really give you something to cry about. Like, I have a feeling she had one of those moms who were like, I'll give you something to cry about if you keep crying. Don't you cry. Don't you cry. You're not allowed to cry. And she wasn't allowed to cry. Like, I can totally give you the psychology of her in, like, you know, 15 minutes, you know? I mean, yeah, there are a lot of you who were over there and totally, you know, I would see you over there ripping on me, and it's kind of funny, but, you know, I mean, whatever. Yeah, an eye for an eye, you know, that saying was created a long time ago when you needed to scare people through physical harm to have them do what you wanted. You know, this was back in the days where the only way you could control someone was by, like, threatening to kill them or kill their family. We don't need to do that anymore. Like, that phrase, an eye for an eye, it doesn't, and she's saying it wrong. It really isn't like, if you hurt me, I'll hurt you. It's like, if you marry my son, I'll marry your daughter. It's like truly like the same thing for the same thing. And she's just using it as, if you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you worse. And that's not the meaning of it. She's like, well, it's like morals. She does not understand the definition of morals. Like, she doesn't understand what she doesn't understand a lot of things. And that's why I don't like put her down for it, because I just don't think she has the education and the knowledge to understand a lot of things that some of us who are older or more worldly, or, and I don't mean to say this in a put downish way, but I mean, like, there are just a lot of things about the world that she just doesn't understand, you know? So, I mean, you know, you can only hope that, like, you know, I'm trying to read chat as I talk. I hope you guys know. I know you guys are having, like, kind of a different conversation on there, but I'm trying to, like, multitask here. And my son didn't finish his dinner. My son's been home all week. Can you please repeat that last one? Oh, fuck you, Roxy. Fuck you. Ooh, that last part. That last part was just fuck you, Roxy. That's the last part. But, you know, I you know, the poor girl. I mean, the poor girl. She's doing the best she can. And unfortunately, it's really shitty job. But I mean, fuck. What are you going to do, right? So, I mean, I don't think she quite understands that I'm a comedy channel, and that when she says things about me and calls me a Barbie, I don't give a shit. I mean, I believe it or not, I've been me for 52 years. And at all points in my life, I've always had a group of girls who called me a Barbie or a princess. And I've always had, hey, like my little, like, yeah, I decided to do, you know, every once in a while I have to do like what a, like, and there's this one lady who went off on me in the comment section and was like, you are too old to be having blue hair. That is so, like, oh, so a woman of your age should be classier than that. That's so horrible. And it's like, you know what? I live on a freaking mountain. Okay? I am a stay-at-home mom. I don't leave the house very often, you know? And how are you, by the way? Tiffany, I haven't talked to you. I haven't talked to you until you see. Tiffany thought that she was the one being talked about the shoes, and she's like, "What the fuck she's saying about my shoes?" And I was like, "No, she's talking." I think Heather told her that she was talking about me, and those are the shoes. Those are my little shoes and my little plastic purses. Hubby Dubby, hi Barbie. Oh, I mean, no, she. Wait, that's not my hubby, because there was someone who came in that I thought was my husband, but it wasn't my husband. But I thought it was for the longest time. Like, I really thought it was. But yeah, see, I like being called Barbie. Like, of all the things she's done, like, she always says, I've never done anything to her but call her a Barbie. And it's like, you've done so many things to me, and calling me a Barbie is the least of them. And I actually like that. I mean, who wouldn't want to be called a freaking Barbie? I mean, I'm 52 years old. I'm not trying to look like I'm 30. And believe it or not, I've never had plastic surgery. I tried Botox one time. I had it. See, I move. Like, I don't know what she talks about. She just like, your face doesn't move. My face fucking moves all the time. Like, I hate to tell you, like, maybe she doesn't know that because she doesn't ever cam up. But when you cam up, you do it because your face moves, right? Like, and yeah. You thought, like, I think it was in Benny's chat that you were like, "What am I being talked about?" And I think Heather told you or something, or someone told you that, no, it was me, and it was like, yeah, those closets, yeah. Like, I mean, I just laugh at it because I wouldn't have come here if I couldn't. You know what I mean? Like, this is someone who knows nothing about me. Broke my nail. Who knows nothing about me. Who, I mean, she thinks that I am upset about being called a Barbie when it's the most fantastical thing. And I think she knows. I like being called a Barbie. I think she just, I hate to say it, but I think she realizes that a lot of her followers are too stupid to like understand the reality or do their homework to know the reality. So they won't know that. And I don't want to say that bad because I know a lot of you used to be. But I mean, I try and build other women up. Like if you watch my early lives, I'm all about like the most beautiful thing, on a woman is her smile. And you can go from like a 4 to a 8 just by like the look on your face and the way you hold yourself and the way you conduct yourself, And like I remember the first time, because the first time she got mad at me, Queen OG, Barbie. But the first time she got mad at me was I did a skit, and it was on like anything could be made into drama at YouTube, even a fart. And I guess she had farted recently. And so she thought the video was about her, but it wasn't. And so she kept going over onto her. She used it like 3 nights in a row. And she was like, there's this creator that I know a lot of you guys won't like, and a lot of you don't have as thick skin as me, so you wouldn't be able to handle it. But, she made this video talking about me farting and blah, 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 blah. And like was really rude about it, like really rude about me and as a creator and da 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 da. And I like politely said like several times, like it wasn't about you. It just, I have 2 sons and a husband, and it was just about how a fart could be. I didn't realize you farted, but okay, but it wasn't about your fart. Many people fart. There are lots of farts in the world. I mean, I'm sure like at any given second, there are probably like tens of thousands of farts every like second that go on. I mean, my God, you really think it was your fart? So anyway, and she still kept doing it. So finally on the 3rd, I like had to like go up on panel or something and say something. And I think I like embarrassed her. And then after that, I was a bully. Like once that happened, I was a bully, like, I don't know what she felt, because I had nothing to do. And yeah, I mean, like, I don't, I don't know what's going on. You think she sharted? She might have. She might have. Well, she said she's big in the middle, so she might have had a lot in there that just like, just like came out. And like in the video, if you watch the video, it's an old video. It's from like, I mean, like May of like 2022. But I'm like in the video, I'm like, was it like a wet fart, like a like, or like, like I'm, like I have. You can't be a comedian without having facial, like I could not have Botox and be a comedian, because you have to be able to have facial expressions. And besides, you get Botox because you have wrinkles, and that's, if I was going to get something, I would get filler. So at least get it right if you're going to say it. Is Paula Sanders in the house? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think she realizes that she even like, because like, so I have not listened to any of her lives up to date until I was told that she talked about me. And then I've gone back and listened. And so that's why, one thing she was like, I made that video like several months ago, like blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, I'm sorry, I don't actually watch you. And like took me a time to get to it because I was told it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you like, I actually think I'm planning to, I want to go get some and I want to do it on camera. But I don't think I would ever do like an actual facelift, like an actual surgery of my face, because that's just too scary. You don't know. I don't have the kind of wrinkles that you get Botox for. Sorry, honey. You get Botox when you have like big wrinkles that you want to like freeze your face, like big, like like the people who have like the big cornrows. No, you don't get that. Like when you have like these lines, you get filler for that. When you have the jowl I hear a noise. I think that's my cat. Anyway, but like this line, you get filler for that. The jowl line, you get filler for that. Like you get Botox for like, like I kind of have some like, up here, like that kind of stuff. You would like if it was really bad, like if you really like could see the lines like there, that's what you get. Like that's what you get. But see that like she's been like she's 10 years younger than me. And if you look at the thumbnail, look at her compared to me. I mean, sorry, don't mean to be rude, but she started it. So, let's see where you are in 10 years. So I actually think like, I think I want to go get some filler, like in the next like month or something. So, and then I was thinking of like bringing my camera and like filming it. I think that would be fun. I don't know. Why not? I don't know. I mean, I have like blue and I don't know what colors my hair are. So, I mean, why not? I'm a very weird person. I mean, literally, I live on a mountain. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I rarely see other people. So, like, let's just do all the weird stuff. Like, there's no rules. Rules, you only get one shot at life. It's not a video game. You can't hit the restart button. Like, you got to just go for it. You got to go for it every day. Because you don't know. For all I know, a plane could drop on the house and I could die right now. Like, on this live, like, boom, done, I'm dead, gone. Like, bleh. Like, so, I mean, you gotta live every day like you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You have to just consider, you never know. She talks about wrinkles, haha, that forehead will be scary in just 10 years. Yeah. Well, but you know what? And if she decided to get, that's the thing, like, if she decided to go get Botox, good for her. If she doesn't, good for her. But who cares? Like what? Like if you go back and you listen to what she said, because first of all, number one, love being called a Barbie. So she needs to stop saying that. I'll fart right now, Rocco. Rocco, I will fart right now. I will chug this soda and then I will eat this taco and I will have the biggest fart you have ever heard. So don't tempt me. It will happen. It will happen. I'm almost 52 and I've had 2 children. Bodily functions come very easily at this age in life. Like, trust me. Like, literally, like, if I got to go pee and I don't get there in time, hey, Angelique, if I don't get there in time, I will just pee all over the place. Like, You don't know the things that happen. Like when you're in your 20s, I'll tell you, there are things that happen that I would never have thought would happen when I was 20, thinking about how I am right now. Oh, like if someone told me in my 20s, like there's going to be a day when you're going to go running up the stairs to the bathroom and you're just going to not quite make it and pee a little bit. And like, you know, all I'm saying is she shouldn't talk shit about people's looks when you have your own. Nobody should really mute OG. Nobody should really talk about anybody. I mean, why does anybody get to talk about anybody? And if people talk about people, then you know what? They just have bad etiquette. I remember one time when I was younger, I was a little girl, and my mom went out with her boss, and she had like hammer toes. And I said something like, you really shouldn't be wearing those sandals because you have really ugly feet. And I was like 5, and kids are just honest. And my mom was like mortally embarrassed. I remember she took me aside and she's like, you can't say that. And I was like, why? It's true. And she's like, you just can't say that. And, it's like, you just don't talk about certain things. There's just, hey, deal you whoop hoo hoo hoo. When you're not over there looking perfect, you probably, and you don't cam up because you've said you're afraid that someone's going to snap a picture and make fun of you. And then you make fun of someone who's 10 years older than you, who regularly cams up without a stitch of makeup on to do get readies with me. You might not want to talk about that person because that person has a lot bigger balls than you have, for fuck's sake. I mean, my God. Like I have 2 recordings of her talking about camming up and being like, I don't cam up because someone will take a picture and then they'll talk about she's the worst to herself. Like, that's what I was going to say. And I cut my own self off. But like so the first incident was she thought the video was about her and it wasn't. And then I was a bully. And then the second thing, all once she like went off. And it's funny because she says like, I am the way I am because like I've had all this plastic surgery. She talked about having the Barbie gene. Well, if it's a Barbie gene, then it would be genetic, which would mean it's not plastic surgery. It's just how I was naturally born. So do I look this way because I'm faking plastic and had surgery? Or do I look this way because I got the Barbie gene? Because when she first talked about it, it was all about, I didn't go to buildabitch.com and I didn't get the Barbie gene, so I don't look perfect. And she went on for 20 minutes berating herself. And I remember listening to it thinking like, wow, you really have bad self-esteem. Like she was doing it to like put me down, but she wasn't. She was she was like, this was the skin I was given and I'm happy with it. And I know that, my ass is too big and and it's like, I don't know if you realize it, but you are talking down about yourself so badly. Like, it's like, sometimes we talk about ourselves worse than we would talk about anyone else. It's like, do you realize how horrible you are speaking of yourself? Like, I know you're doing this because you think you're talking bad about me, and you kind of are, but you're more talking bad about yourself. Like, that's really kind of not, you like that just said it all to me. When she spent 20 minutes talking about how like, I know I'm not perfect, and I know I'm not smart, and I know I'm not skinny, and I know I'm not this. And it was like, wow, you really don't think much of yourself, do you? Like, okay, I can see why you get, got a break every 10 minutes, landlords coming to do repairs on many, family coming and going. No problem, girl. You do what you need to do. So I was like, I totally get it. Shoot, around here, like, my husband could, I do plumbing, electrical, it's like the boys don't know how to do anything. It's like any of those things that like the internet's down, where's mom? The TV's not working, where's mom? We blew a hole in the pipe, where's mom? Like, I don't know. Like, oh my God, I thought I heard my husband's voice. My husband's out of town with my younger son, and I just thought I heard his voice, and I was like, oh my God. I'm the man. I do all those things, but like I was a science person. So like when you know all things about science, like you just understand how everything works, like electricity and, plumbing and everything. So it's just like, you just figured it out how to do everything. I don't know. He tries to do it, and I'm like, no. What are you trying to do, dumb? You can't do it that way. But anyway, like I couldn't believe how badly she talked about herself. I mean, I really couldn't. I was kind of shocked at how badly she talked about herself. And I think she thought she was putting me down, but she really wasn't. She was putting herself down. But I remember that very specifically. It was the Barbie gene. She didn't get the Barbie gene, and I got the Barbie gene. So, I mean, sorry. What do you want me to do? Like what, I mean, my God. But I mean, it's funny that she really thinks people care. If I wasn't scared of heights, I'd get on the roof and fix it. I'm so scared of heights. Oh my God. My last 2 electric bills were $800. And we haven't even been running the air conditioner or the pool. Like, I'm terrified of what, like, a June bill is going to be with the air conditioner and a pool running. Like, I mean, I'm going to have, like, $1,200, $1,300 bills. It's going to be ridiculous. I don't know what, I don't know. You don't know well water is no good for you. I have well water. Oh, what was that? You know what? My last 2 were 800, and then the last one was like 600. So I was like, whoo, that felt like a relief. Like I was like, wow, it's only $600. Like, yay. Like, but you guys is over there, like, is normally higher. In the US, that's really, really high. Like in the UK, an $800, because I remember from being friends with Hopi, like the way things are, like that's kind of somewhat normal. But like here, that's really, really crazy high. Like really high. Yeah, I'd be digging me a well. Yeah, we have a well. I missed the part about the well. We have a well. But so our bill for water is like, we pay like $15 a year for water, because all we have to do is pay for the electricity to pump the well. So that's all we pay for the electricity for, and that's like a year. Like it's literally probably like $15 a year. But the electricity for like the house and stuff, and especially gas, everything just got raised in California. So I mean, we still have $6 a gallon gas. I mean, everything here is ridiculous. I mean, the average house price is like, $1 million for like crap. It's like that's why I said I didn't mean to be rude, but the contents of this closet is probably worth more than her whole house. I mean, like, I didn't mean to be rude, but I mean, I kind of meant to be rude. I mean, but that's the only reason I responded was because she was basically saying my husband and I were having problems and he kicked me out of the house. And for the sake of, obviously, you're talking about my family and you're putting my family down, and other people who know my family might hear that, I need to make sure that it's put out there that that's not true. She always talks so much about, we don't talk about families and blah, blah, blah. And then, there she goes, And it's funny, like when her little, do you realize, I keep cutting myself off, but like so my video was 1 minute and 33 seconds. She has spent almost 3 hours talking about it. 3 hours on a 1 minute and 33 second video. And today she was talking about everybody's stuff. And she was like trying desperately to say something about me, but like I made my video and that was it. That was it. And since then, like today it's day 3, she keeps trying to bring up something new and there's nothing new for her to bring up. So today she actually like said like, oh, she just tagged me. And it was at 10 a.m. when I was on a live. I did not tag her because I know exactly what I was doing. I was on a live. I was with Mr. Pork. And I was not tagging anybody in anything at that time. DL, it depends where you live. I would never survive in California. Oh, California is ridiculously. California is very, 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 very expensive. It's just, yeah, I've never seen a $130 electric bill in my life. Like maybe for 2 days. I mean, maybe when we had the fires and I didn't have any power. But yeah, I mean, I don't think she realizes that my response was in comedy. Like I wasn't actually like talking to her. It was a skit, you know? And so her response was like, she just went off. Like if you listen to her response, because she talked, I think she talked for about 16 minutes today about my video. Today was day 3, and she talked for about 16 minutes today. But I mean, she just like, she spent at least 10 minutes just like, oh, and you know, I don't know, just all this, oh, get more Botox and then your face doesn't move. And like, it just went running, being like, who talks like that about another adult? It's just so disrespectful and so rude. I mean, I don't know, like as an adult woman, it's just like, there are certain things and certain, you know, and she's like, I'll do what I want. No one's going to tell. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that you're freaking disrespectful, white trash, ignorant bitch. Like you can do whatever you want, but you coming across as extremely ignorant and underdeveloped and mentally challenged and just ignorant to the core and trash to the core. But I'm not telling you what to do. You can be trash all you want, but I'm just telling you you're trash. You know, I mean, just like, you know, she said, I didn't say anything about her living in her garage. And then she said, oh, yeah, I did. But it was just an observation because I could see 2x4s. So it's just my observation that she acts like trash. It's just my observation. She has called my sister dumb. See you next Tuesday. I've never been vile to her as much as I could and should be. Oh my God. Yeah, she calls me the see you next Tuesday like regularly. I mean, the only things yeah, you can come up because I actually kind of have to pee. She has doxed me. She has put my children's information out there. She has called me a child molester. She has, what else? I mean, she's done like everything to me. She's done hey, Dree, she's done absolutely everything to me, you know? And it's like, I don't care. My responses to it are either like in a live stream where I'm just like, yeah, she did this and that was rude and whatever. Or I do a skit, which is comedy. Okay. KK, you're coming up. I'm going to go potty.
Okay.
How you doing? Your hair's blue now too. You know what? We match.
Yeah, we do.
Look, we do match. We match.
I'm 10 years older than you, so I just want to let you know this is what you'll do when you get older.
I'm always gonna have the ridiculously long hair. I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna be. My grandmother like 10 years ago asked my mom, like, she saw a picture and she's like, she still has long hair. She hasn't cut it off yet. My mom's like, nope. She said she's never going to do it. Wow. And sorry, it's not this long because I fried it off. Then she's like, you fried your hair off. You have to get all this extension. She's just so dumb. All right, I'm going to go pee-pee.
Okay.
So you can say hello to the beautiful people. And,
yes.
And in case I fart, I'll mute.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody. I like to color my hair any color and every color. I like it. I don't care what anyone else says. When I turned 55, I said I was tired of being this person waiting for someone else to do things with me. Not no more. I do what I want and when I want. See, thank you. It looks good. Yeah. It's almost like a rainbow. I got some green in there too. I don't know if you can see it. the way this light is, I can't see it. So, but there's red, green, blue, and, you know, but thank you guys. Thank you. And guess what? It's not permanent. But I did buy purple hair stuff. Oh, I see it now. I couldn't find it where I, you know, you set things down. But yeah,
Okay, I'm back. I pee
yeah.
really fast because I pee outside. That's what a stuck-up bitch I am.
You shouldn't have said that. Now she's gonna have it about you can't even go to the bathroom. You have to go outside and everything. Thank you, Roxy.
Yeah, I like your hair like that. But you know what? Oh, your kittens. Oh, I miss kittens. I miss like fostering kittens. But yeah, you know what? Like she can say whatever she wants to. I just feel bad. I mean, she only has one. Like that's the thing. It's like you have one bathroom in your whole, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like you have one bathroom in your house for 8 people, many of whom are men. I would not share a bathroom with any man. Like, no.
I
And
know.
if
I moved into this house and there's a bathroom downstairs and a bath. And I thought one day, my God, I've never had a bathroom to myself. Okay. It's like, whoa. I can put my stuff anywhere I want. I don't have to clean up after. But I did clean my husband's bathroom today. But man,
well, I'll clean the bathrooms, but I'm not gonna you can. Well, we live close enough. I could probably just drive down. But like I will not, because sometimes they pee. And I think I was saying this the last time you were up here with me. Like I actually got so mad, and this is how OCD I am. I actually like cut out and laminated a little sign that said pee here, and it had an arrow, and it was like pee not here, and then it had arrows that went out. Like that was like, that's how OCD I am. I was like, the pee goes in the toilet, not outside of the toilet. But like, it's like, I'm not going to use the same bathroom as you. I'll clean your bathroom. I don't care. I'll clean it. Because then like, oh my God, like I'd use the pumice stone. And you know, if you got to get out the pumice stone, whoo, bad. But I don't care. I'll clean it. But you have 3 boys and a girl. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Like if I go more than 3 or 4 days, it's like it starts to get that, like,
yeah,
I don't know,
ring. It's called a soap scum ring. And here's a clue, guys. If you get
Heather.
Yeah, if you get new tubs and stuff like that, don't wash it down with certain things, because all you're doing is taking that nice shine off of that tub, that protection, and anytime you take showers in that, it sticks and will ingrate into material, be it
I love that you just said wash.
Whoosh. Yes.
That's the Pittsburghese wash.
Whoosh. But yes. And okay, I'm not going to say it because people think I am goofy because I use different things on stuff. But let me tell you, I could go 2 weeks and not have to, and my tub will stay nice and clean.
What do you use?
Wax for a car.
That makes sense. Is it slippy?
Well, that's the thing. You do got to put a mat down. But no,
what
it does is once it dries, you buff it out with like you would do a car. And what it is it builds a nice protection to it.
Well, you know what I did? So COVID was my time because my husband got laid off or whatever. So COVID was, I spent everything we got for COVID on decorating. So COVID was my redecorating. So I actually porcelained the tub and the sink.
Ooh, That is hard work, girlfriend.
It really isn't. There's this product that I found, and I can email it to you, but it's basically, it's a product, and there's a spray version, which doesn't, it's harder to use, and it's really hard to not get it everywhere.
Yeah.
But then there's another one where you just basically paint, and I redid the whole, you know, the sink. And I remember the first time my husband's brother came over, he's like, did you guys get a new sink and new tub? And we're like, no, I just, you know, basically.
I'm like you.
It was
I'm the one
awesome.
that does, I do everything in the house.
Yeah.
I'm like you.
Yeah. Like I did, like I had all like cord management. I got those like white things that go over. So all the cords for like, you know, a fan on the wall, like was behind a white little, like it went on the, you know, whatever you call floor, not the board on the baseboard. And like, so I got, so, you know, when COVID was over and people came over, it was like, you know, so I got a new light for the hallway here. And, you know, like I redid everything. I redecorated like the whole house. Everything I spent on, you know, redecorating the house. Like it was, and I had fun because I was like, this is fun. I'm a good user of space, like my closet here. This is a good use of space.
Yes,
because there was like really nothing here, and I did it because I have these memories. My grandparents on the East Coast, a lot of people have like you know, metal awnings.
Yes.
And I remember my grandfather and we used to sit outside under the metal awning, and my grandma would, you know, open the kitchen window and hand us, you know, he'd get some alcohol drink.
So relaxing.
And we had like these copper cups, and we'd sit there and just listen to the rain on the you know, roof. And so I remember when I thought about putting something here, I was like, I want a metal roof that you can hear. And it's so awesome. So we made it under the porch, and it's like a metal roof, and you know, and then the walls are metal on the inside and then wood on the outside, and you know, but it's a great use of space. And it's and you know, like whatever she might want to be like, but you know what, it's freaking awesome.
That's the big thing. Everybody up here in Pennsylvania is changing their roofs to the metal ones because they last longer. And we got that. What I know, I can't say it right. Amish people, and they come in and do it. They put it all up for you in that, and that is
wouldn't it be hot?
You know what? You got to remember with all the different changing of the weathers and that up here. You know, it just. But you know what? I don't know. I don't have it. Never had it. So, but
it would be hot here. Because in the summer, our front, because our house is south facing, and I live like where there's wineries everywhere. And so if you are on this side of the house, it literally can be 20 degrees hotter than this side of the house. Yeah. And that's because of the south facing sun.
Yeah.
And that's why grapes grow so well, because of the sun. But so I have a feeling like the metal would get very, very, very warm. I need to get solar. I actually have solar. Oh, you sent me a picture? I actually have solar, but it's a very long story. I can't use it yet because it's just a long story. But I have like backup batteries, and so I think I'm just gonna go to like that to, you know, for. Because I can't have an $800 bill every month. That's freaking the Amish build thing's good. Yeah, my mom has all Amish furniture. All her furniture is Amish. And I remember they lived in one place and they moved to another place, and the big problem was it didn't fit their furniture because Amish furniture is big,
huge. Yeah.
And when they bought a house and it was like custom made, it was like a subdivision type place, and so you know they got to like decide how things were built, and so they had to do everything a certain way to make it big enough for their damn furniture, because their furniture is so darn too big. Ooh. But yeah, the Amish make things well. They do a good job. But my house is from the 50s, so you know they didn't make big closets back then, and they didn't make big.
You're lucky
you know,
you had one.
Yeah.
Houses
Yeah. And
didn't come with them.
what?
The houses didn't come with closets. That's because people had only like maybe 2, 3 outfits. You know, they had their Sunday best. They have their everyday after they came home from school or work, and then they had one that they would go to work or to a party.
Heather just sent me a picture of the kitties. Well, do you know in California, technically a room is not a bedroom if it doesn't have a closet?
Oh.
It's like legally not a room unless it has a closet in it. So a room is like a room has to have 2 points of in and out.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, like the downstairs, when we first bought the house, the basement, oh, a glass of wine. See, are you going to have some Sauvignon Blanc, or are you going to have some, what are you going to have? Pinot Noir? What are you going to have? Because I don't drink anymore. I used to drink, but I just like stopped drinking. Like, but anyway, so what was I saying? But so here, when we bought the house, the basement, the bottom floor was considered unfinished because it didn't have 2 ways in and out. So we had to add a door, and everything is grandfathered in because the house was built before there were permits, before you had to have permits. So luckily, we can kind of get away with stuff because this is the land of permits, and permits are expensive.
Yeah.
Like when we when we redid our roof, we redid 95% of it because the roof was 20 grand to do, and the permit was 10 grand.
Wow.
So we only did 95%, so we didn't have to get the permit. And my son was like, "Why? We own it. It's our. Why would you have to get a permit?" Like he couldn't understand. He's like, "It's our house, though. We own it.
You own the house, but yet they own the airspace and everything else."
Well, they just want to know what you're doing and what you have and what you don't, you know. And we could get away. We're in the country. We could get away with not getting a permit. But the thing would be is if you ever refinance, like everything has to be up to code, and I would screw my children because they would be like, well, if you want to, like, if they ever, like, probably what they'll do when we die is make this into some sort of rental. So they would probably be like, you can do that, but you need to give us like 200 grand first to get it up to code, which would just be ridiculous.
Yeah. But do you know what this box is for?
What?
My box.
What's your box for?
Pounds. I want to show you what I got in mail today. I got to move myself back, and I don't have shoes on.
There used to be a red wine that I used to drink that it was just called. It was just a red blend, and I think it was just called Red, and it was so good. And it was just some cheap, you know, like it wasn't $2 Chuck. You know, does anyone know the story? Oh, what's in there? Is that licorice?
Yes, there's all kinds of things.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I want that box.
There's red signs. There's these things, whatever they're called, beer cheese.
Oh. You know what? I have my mom send me every once in a while. The cheese or the
chipped ham?
No, not chipped ham. The Jack's cheese curls.
Oh, okay.
Jack's are the best cheese curls. Ooh, that looks good. If you don't know what Jack's cheese curls are, like corn curls, like you know, like, but it's Jack's brand, and I have ordered it from Pennsylvania just directly to get it. It's so good. What is that?
Sour cherry cola fizzles.
Fizzles? Wow.
Yeah, it's gummy worms type things. I got honey.
I just got a bottle of water and decided to indulge and also make a glass of Crystal Light. I have Squirt. I'm a big soda girl. But what do you call this? What is this, KK?
Soda. It's a pop. Yeah, it's pop. It's not soda.
I was gonna say, like, you don't call it soda out there.
No, we call it pop.
Yeah. I love when my mom comes here and she's like, I need a pop.
Yeah. Marshmallow rice.
See, that's my problem. Like, there was in one of Purple's, they were ripping on me and they were saying, like, maybe we shouldn't make fun of her. She looks like she has a health condition, you know, blah blah blah. And it's like, no, I gained 20 pounds over the 7 months I was gone and got a Milky Way ass. Because I ate a lot of Milky Ways. I gained 20 pounds. So don't get that box near me because I've lost like 15 of it. But I literally gained over 20 pounds in the time I was gone.
Oh, she made me big. I go and get my hand surgery tomorrow. So I wanted to eat as much as I can. And because when I get this, it will be totally wrapped. It will be very hard to do anything with this. I can't find the video I have. I had this one done, and I'm like, with this one because I just got it. So, but I have to go get this and operated on too. See how the thing is not straight? So I have to have them both operated on. Last year, I had both of my feet operated on. I never heard of honey bun until I watched 60 Days in. Yeah, there's all kinds of things in there. But if I don't like something, I'll take it down for him. But now I eat it myself. I've gained like since the 2 years, I gained over, say about 20 pounds, a good 20 pounds. Because I was stuck in bed for about 6 to 8 months. I couldn't get on my feet at all. Because I never heard of honey buns. Yeah. But there's all kinds of food in there for me. And I put it over there on my bed. I'm in and out as I'm doing dog food. Are you making homemade dog food? Because my neighbor does that. She'll make my dog homemade dog food and that. And my Trevor is like, this eye is full blurry. And this one is the same way, has a cataracts, but it's more, he can see more out of that one. But he's full of cancer and everything. So, I give him what he wants. Oh my God, Roxy, I'm a sugar addicted. I have the worst sweet tooth. Me too. Really? Yeah. When I was younger, it wasn't, but now I am. I am up here by myself, right? No, we can't see or hear you. No. Nope, we can't hear you. Because you gave the show to me, girlfriend. And here's what I'm going to do. You all were in for a really there it is. Okay,
now I'm here.
Okay. They're in for a treat. Have you seen my post?
I had StreamYard open over here, and then I had YouTube open over here. And on one, I could see me and KK frozen, and over here, I could just see KK. So I felt like I was in the Matrix, and like I didn't know what was real. Like if this was real or that was real, but this was farther ahead in chat. I don't know. That was just really weird. Like that was really weird. Like I really felt like I was in the Matrix there.
Okay.
That was really strange. That was
you
really
see
strange.
My pole dance, right?
What is that?
My pole dances with me. A pole dance. Remember, everybody, the women go. You say, a pole dance. you want to see me do pole dance? And then I pull this out and I go, it's a lovely time. Hey, I like to make people laugh. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's so I
See,
come up.
I have the same thing, but I have tons of makeup, which we have to do which I have to do my giveaway thing. Because I have the same thing, but I just have boxes of like makeup shit. So I gotta get, so all the Patreon, everyone who wants to do, I can't speak. That was like that I just pulled a purple. I just couldn't speak. I was just like, blah, 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 blah.
Well,
That's what I was making fun of in my video. I knew what she said. I could understand what she said. She said, "You fake ass Barbie bitch." I understood what she said. She just sounded stupid saying it. I mean, my God. There. That actually is an excellent idea. Actually have a liter of sparkling water on the shelf. Oh, I always have these little things that are like little lemonades. And my son loves them. And then you can put them in water anytime. So like at any time, like, because they always have water on them, and I always carry the lemonade. So I'll always be like, "Do you want lemonade?" And then like, and it helps them drink more water. Because it's dry here. Like you get humidity, but it gets dry here. Like the last time my parents came out, they ended up in the ER because they would not listen to me that you cannot like sit outside all day. You have like 80% humidity. Ours is like 5. You can't sit out there all day. It doesn't matter if you're in the shade, and it is especially even worse if there's wind, because that's just sucking the, so they would sit out there like all day and I'm like, you can't do that. You're going to get like heat stroke. Like you're going to get, and they wouldn't listen to me. They're like, no, it feels great. And I'm like, well, okay. And then suddenly they ended up in the ER for heat stroke. I was like, okay, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I only live here.
Because
water has no value.
No nutrition value. Well,
so is that something that she said? Because I hear that everywhere. Like I honestly don't watch. I really don't have time to watch things unless someone tells me to go watch it. So what was did she say that it has no nutritional value?
Water doesn't have no nutrition value. It's always been like that. But however, it's the only thing in your body that you need lots and lots of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, your body's
you putting things in it, it changes the chemical reaction into your body because it doesn't absorb the correct way.
Exactly. Like it's like you think like, oh, I drank a soda and then I drank an orange juice, so that's fine. It's like, no, that's not the same as drinking straight water. Like, I think Purple said, didn't she say something like, I don't know. I kind of half heard something like that.
Well, I went to school to be a dietitian technician, so I do know that stuff.
Good. I went to medical school. I wanted to find a cure for HIV and AIDS. Mm-hmm. That was my goal. That was what I wanted to get. And then I realized that, but I also wanted to teach. And then when I got there, I realized that like the goal is not the teaching part, it's the do the research and get funding and be political part. And I was like, that's not how I wanted to go. So then I somehow ended up with my ex-husband in Palo Alto in the mid 90s. Yeah. Good night, Roxy.
I can't
thankfully that was the best place to go. Cause I was like, I'm going to buy this Apple stock. And everyone's like, that company is going to go bankrupt. You are dumb. And I was like, I'm just going to buy $3,000 of it. If I lose my $3,000, I don't care. I don't care. And they're like, okay, you're going to lose it. And like, after 3 years, it was worth $800. And they're like, okay, when are you going to lose the rest of the $800? Well, it's worth a lot more than $800 right now. I'll tell you that much.
Yep.
It's like, it's gone up like 20,000% or something crazy like that.
People don't understand. Buying things for the future, you might pay whatever this. Okay. For example, see what's behind me? How much would you say that's worth? All those. Make me big and you
Well,
can see.
it depends. It's very
Here,
art is very dependent.
yeah.
It
That
could I have no idea, but it could be worth a lot. Is it worth a lot?
over 1,000 to depends on who wants it too.
Wow.
But yeah, the some of them like that one's like 300 itself. I'm just saying 1,000, but yeah, they're more. Even these wind chimes are worth more than that.
Wow. That's crazy.
And the reason I used to be reselling, but Japanese things, if they have their little stamp on it, they don't sign things. They use a stamper. And when you see that stamper, you buy that product.
Oh.
There's a reason. Not everybody has a stamper for their art. An art stamper is different.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what I have? I have the papyrus, the hieroglyphics with like real papyrus, and that's worth a lot of money if you have real Egyptian papyrus.
Yes, yes, it is. 1 second.
And I have so this tattoo right here, it's for the goddess Bastet, and she was the mother and protector of all domestic cats.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, this one. See how it is?
Yeah.
See the red thing over here?
Yeah. That's the stamp?
That's the stamp. And this one is worth 500 itself.
Damn. You know what? My husband sometimes used to watch that show where they like go and get like you go up and they tell you how much it's worth.
How much it is. But wait a minute. You know how much I paid for this? $75.
I was going to say 30.
No.
I could see you as being one of those like
I look at things and I know the value of something. I'm not going to put that back up because I have to actually get up and I don't want you to see my face.
I've always, for some reason, I've always been really good. Like I remember in 2008 when there was like the housing crisis, my husband was like, sell all the stocks, sell all the stocks. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, I'm going to buy stocks. Mm-hmm. I'm like, the one thing that I can do is make money. That's one thing I'm good at. I'm not good at a lot of other, like most other things, but I'm good at that. I'm good at
Pixie, yeah. That Pepsi in the water.
Antique Roadshow. I love that show. Aboriginal art they paint here. It's so expensive. Oh, I bet it is.
This that's a set. If I got 2 out of, I think there's 9 or 13. Can't remember. I think 13. And the one I have is very valuable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have them insured?
No. Are you kidding? I just enjoy. They're up there for my enjoyment. Now my daughter.
That's a lot of money. What if like your house burnt down or something?
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. But to my husband, my daughter, it's just junk. To them. And I'm gonna leave them a little note and say, this one is worth this much. This one is worth, and go check it out. Go get. Do not let someone saying, "I'll give you $50 for that." No.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one thing that Crayola said today. She's like, because I said, the contents of this closet is worth more than your whole house. Yeah. And she was like, oh, so you only care about money. It's like, I only said that because you made me sound like some broke back bitch living in her garage. And, so like, and truthfully, like there are some purses in here that are worth double what her GoFundMe was for her car. So it's like, like sometimes there are things that are worth a lot of money that you gotta, and so I think she was like, and it's like, I grew up dirt poor. Like my mom sewed my clothes. We lived on welfare. Like I lived in the hood. Like I was poorer than poor. Like she like lived a much nicer life compared to me. So it's like, don't
Mm.
tell me like I like am all. I know the value of like I was poorer than poor. Like I
Mm-hmm.
know I know being poor. Like we had nothing, and that's why like like I like I'm thankful for everything that I have,
Mm-hmm.
and but it could go away tomorrow and I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Like I could live in a trailer tomorrow, and as long as I had my family, that's all I would care about. Like,
Well, I want my snacks with me. I'm not going to be, too technical, but I do want enough I always believed I'll be satisfied with the roof over my head and I can pay my bills and eat. That's all I ever cared about. That's all. A roof over my head, and I do pinch pennies in that. I mean, like I says, I have an eye for it.
yeah.
Like right now, I save silver, okay, and
You
silver.
should insure all those. Turtle Dove is right. You can your homeowner's insurance. You get like
Yeah,
a rider. It's like called a
yeah.
rider or something,
Okay,
and it would
this is
probably cost you an extra $10 a month to insure all that for like $5,000.
yeah. Well, this is something I just picked up, okay, and this one is certified authenticity Civil War battle commemorative coins. I can't say words, but
That's
there you go.
okay. You know what I wish I had? My grandfather was in the plane behind the plane that dropped the bomb,
Moms, yeah.
and he was a photographer. So he snuck the picture out of the Hiroshima, and he used to have it. That's beautiful. He used to have it in his basement, and it was like amazing,
Yeah.
like scary but amazing. But yeah, like I mean, I grew up like she has no idea. Like she like, oh, you just care about money, but I'd rather be poor and blah 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 blah. Well, like I've been poor. I've been like we don't have enough to eat, and like we Heather and I have joked about government cheese.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. We did
no,
too.
this isn't the baby reindeer shit. I don't even know what the baby reindeer shit
Me
is, to be
neither.
honest.
I don't know what that means.
I saw that as a title.
Yeah.
No, she said I stalked her because I made a skit because she said I lived in my garage. And I made a comedy skit, and so she's she has a lot of stalkers. She calls a lot of us stalkers. So
yeah. Well, I'm not allowed to talk about what my experience with things. If you don't talk about me, I won't talk about. You know what, girlfriend? Do whatever you want. Really do whatever you want. But I unsubscribe to your channel because I really don't find you entertaining.
who are you talking about? Purple?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were I wasn't sure you were talking about. I got confused on myself. But like I'm not subscribed to her channel. I don't ever watch her channel. Like she always talks about like, oh, you guys with the haters with the algorithms and stuff. It's like nobody cares really. Like I mean, I don't care if she has a channel or not. I don't care about her. Like she thinks people care about all these things. Like I don't care like I don't know, like she has these delusions, like she goes off like, oh, all you haters, well, you're just here helping me out. It's like nobody thinks about your stats and your analytics except for you. Like no one cares, like nobody cares.
I try to bring the point up. If we all unsubscribe, let her talk about anything she wants, and just because we're not going to know she's saying it until someone tells us. To me, I don't want someone to tell me. Don't, because I really don't care. You can hashtag me.
I just didn't.
I where that stuff comes from.
Yeah, the only reason I had to say something, and like I said, I'm a comedy channel, so I did a skit about it. And the only reason I said anything was because she made it sound like my husband and there was a problem, and like he kicked me out of the house. but I did it as a comedy skit because I'm a comedy
Yeah.
channel. Like it's not real to me, you
Yeah.
know. So she's getting all butthurt. She's not real to me. Like it's like I'm a comedy channel. Like you don't get that. Hey girl, what's up? Hold on, I need to get a cleanup.
Hey, all my baby reindeers.
I don't. What is baby reindeer?
Yeah.
I don't even know what baby reindeer is. I need a Kleenex. Hold on. What is
Music.
baby reindeer?
Did I hurt your ears? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, you
You
didn't.
know
You're
what?
fine. No, I need
Yeah,
a
it was
Kleenex.
no, it was
loud.
my ears.
I'm loud.
I was like,
loud.
whoa.
I was looking
Okay.
for a Kleenex. What is
Okay.
baby reindeer?
So, Baby Reindeer is a Netflix limited documentary series. So, it's not going to be up for long.
Oh.
And it is based on a real life stalker,
Oh.
a woman that stalked this man for 4.5 years. But not only did the guy that wrote this, he's also the main character, Donnie Dunn. And this woman was an attorney in London that had stalked other people. She was actually interviewed on Pier Morgan's this week.
Yeah.
She's unhinged, but I don't watch a lot of TV, and people had been referencing it today in my live stream, and I was like, all right, what is this
What
baby
is
rain?
it on Netflix?
Netflix. I'm like, what is this baby reindeer shit? And everything she says, she ends it with sent from my iPhone, and she doesn't have an iPhone.
Oh.
She's nuts. And it's only
I gotta watch it.
It's only seven episodes. There's only one season.
Oh, I can watch that in like 5 minutes.
Right. I'm almost done.
I'll get addicted and I'll watch like 20 hours of like something in like 2 days.
Me too.
So I started it this afternoon after my live stream when everyone kept talking about it, and I am on episode 6 of 7, and I had to stop because I picked my daughter up from track, and it is not appropriate for children in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to finish watching it tomorrow when she's at school.
I'm like the type of person who I'll stay up all night and watch it.
Oh yeah,
It is not. Happen. I'm going to stay up all night now and watch it. Damn you! Thank you, Nicolina. Thank you.
It is not. It is not appropriate for. I don't even think I would say any child, even 13 to 16. It is not appropriate at all. I think this is adult content, especially when you get
adult. I don't wanna. I'm not an adult yet. I didn't get certified yet. I just want. I'm going to be 63. I never got certified that I'm an adult.
Yeah, you can be as old or young, but Pixie, I think you. She said we were tied, but she talks about you more. So I think you technically are the #1 stalker.
I went down there.
So I came up here. Are you talking about Purple Phoenix?
Yeah, she's decided.
Who would stalk her?
Well,
She is the most boring YouTuber in our community.
It's her new. So I'm calling it the Abbott and Costello method of getting content. Like who's on first, who's on second.
Yeah.
But here's what she does. So here's what she did to me. She started this rumor that my husband, like, there's a problem. So he kicked me out of the house, and I'm living in my garage. So, I have a comedy.
Listen, I'm not going to be rude here, but if my husband kicked me out into the garage, I would probably be okay with it some days, because my husband can be annoying, but I can annoy my husband. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like I'm a comedy channel, so I made a skit about it. Because and she was talking about this room, which is actually a closet, like
a closet. I can tell that's a closet. That's not a fucking garage.
And I don't live in here. I just, So anyway, I'm a comedy channel. So I made a 1 minute and 33-second skit, like talking back about how, like, I don't, whatever, whatever. I roasted her. And so now I'm a stalker, and she's actually created 3 hours of content over the last 3 lives about this 1 minute.
Oh, Purple, come on. So I went up on her panel last Friday morning. My I have a new job where I'm hybrid, so I work from home. I schedule my own hours, and I was bored and I like background noise, and I tuned in and I was like, you know, you can say one thing about her and she will hyper focus on it and it never ends, and she'll bring it up for a year.
Oh, she's been saying for like 3 years that I am butthurt because she called me a Barbie. I love that I'm a Barbie. I've never been mad that she called me a Barbie.
I started following you 2 years ago. I'm very rarely in your chat because I don't think we have live streams at the same time.
Yeah.
But you're gorgeous. You're a fashionista. You take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You are older than Purple. You're older than I am, but
I'm
present
52.
exactly.
I'm 52 this year. So,
6, right? You said 6'2"?
52.
Yeah, but still, you're fucking gorgeous.
I'm 62. I'm 62.
Yeah, you're 62.
But wait a minute. Can I say something here?
No.
I went up there last night or night before. Sorry. And just to tell Dictum, just drop it. Leave it alone. I don't want to give a care. The only thing I cared about was my phone number being done, in her opinion, 6 months ago. However, I never said it was just happening now.
Weren't you a mod for her?
I had a mod position, but anyways, wait a minute.
You are a big mod.
Yeah, here's the thing with that, and I'm not going to bring it up again. I don't care. But what you did right now, I need the doctors to have a rightful. I can't change my phone number because I have all these doctors that has to be able to get in touch with.
Why would you have to change your number anyway?
Because she went and gave it to all these people in what is that? Discord. She showed my number in Discord.
What kind of phone do you have?
That's been closed
They decided
out for 6 months. No one's gonna want to harass me after 6. Get real chill, child. Everybody will harass anybody if they have the information.
I just thought Purple
call like
Purple has no Purple has zero personality. She has and I kind of told her that last Friday, like,
this has more personality. This little crayon.
And the crayon. Absolutely. I agree with that.
The one that took the drugs.
Hey, that's a nice wedding ring for being divorced and living in a garage.
Like, I know. Like, she made it sound like I was like, so like I have a hashtag gutter girl, garage gutter girl for life.
I don't hashtag it either because it's not worth it.
Well, I have
see,
my
when she was
membership.
picking on me, all she could do is because I have play games on mine.
Yeah.
She couldn't come up with anything but call me the F words and stuff like that. And I feel it this way. Go for it, girlfriend. But you disrespected me. I didn't disrespect you. And here's the thing. I don't play that silly game. Go give everybody my phone number or show all the texts and everything. And it's like this, girl. I'll go on
all my info. She threatens me all the time.
Whatever I want. And if you feel you're being attacked, that is on you, girlfriend. That is on you.
So I called her out. And I said,
I gotta go because I gotta go to bed. I have to be there at 6 in the morning. So
I
gotta go.
All right, bye, music.
Good night, sweetie. Good night.
I'm KK.
Night.
Yeah, I'm KK. I'm not music. I'm KK.
Okay, sorry. Night, KK.
That's okay. Hi, Iris. But I'm gonna go.
Hey, listen, Glam Chicks.
Oh
yeah,
liability because of her, right?
Where you lie. Like, that's the definition. It's not lying about having diabetes. It's just lying about having
diabetes. She's a liar.
Just lying about
Diabetes is a mental health disorder.
Yeah, and
different
it's just
from
lying
diabetes.
About having a disability.
Yeah.
It's not lying. Hey, Iris.
I went
So
up
anyway,
on
continue.
her panel, and I was trying to explain to her that she is easily triggered and easily controlled.
I'm easily triggered.
You're easily triggered, baby?
Yeah, sure.
And she hyper focuses on things, but she was at one point talking about someone allegedly swatted her in the middle of the night with an ambulance, saying that she was having a heart attack. And I said, you know how easy it is to find those calls, right?
Yeah.
Because most 911, you can go onto the scanner app, Broadcastify, pay for the archive. It goes back 6 months. You can go back and find that information. And she about shit her pants. So I knew she was lying at that point.
Oh wow.
Nobody fucking called an ambulance to her house.
Well,
She lies.
well, you know, she lied about the whole son thing.
The what thing?
That someone called and threatened her
Yes.
son.
Yes. Well, you know why she said that? Because it actually happened to Granny's watching. So she mimics other people's real life shit that they experience on YouTube. It's not really
Well,
happening to her.
I had someone made a channel that was my real name as Queen OG. That was like the title, and they made a video that YouTube actually took down because it was violence against my children. But like the thumbnail was like my kids, and the description was like my address and their names and stuff like that. And like, so I know what it's like to actually have your children threatened. So I knew she was lying because the way she acted was not how you would act, because I know how you would act because I actually was doxxed and threatened.
So
I was like,
I have to hold on. I have to disagree. I have a couple people in another community threatening my daughter, who's 14.
oh, I'm
You're
so
not
sorry.
you're not gonna see me react in a sense where I'm bothered because A, my daughter is protected. B, my daughter is smart. I've had, even today, people were in my chat saying, we're going to make sure your daughter's removed from your custody. First of all, that'll never happen. Second of all, her father, while he's the non-custodial parent, he would never attempt to take me to court because he knows he's not equipped to be a full-time father of a almost 15-year-old prima donna. And, you know, I don't give much. If I've had my daughters, they have gone to her Facebook page, Queen OG, took her photos off of Facebook, created Facebook accounts with her full name, and they've zeroed in on her chest. I did make a police report last year for that because I felt that was very pedophilic.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm unbothered. You can dox me. You can dox all of my kids. You can even dox my grandkids. And you know what? I'm unbothered. Why? Because
I
you're
was
not gonna
completely unbothered too.
you're not gonna piss me off. You're not gonna piss me off.
Hopi was part of it. I remember I was like, I'm just going to flip the script and I'm going to go live and be like, hey, look, here's what happened. And I was doxxed and here's the emails I got. And she's like, no, you have to just not go like live for a while. Like you should hide.
No, fuck
like,
that.
No. I'm like,
No.
I've called the sheriff. I'm in a small town. I'm like, the school now, like everybody's protected. So we're good. So now I'm going to live, you know.
I did have to let my daughter. I did have to let my daughter's school know because this guy named Brett from the his name's the Settlement. He was making very pedophilic comments about my daughter, saying she was in sex tapes, she sucked D, she takes a lot of D, and he was going to call her school. And these people have a history of calling in fake bomb threats in other children's names. So I did have to get the school involved in that.
Yeah, I called the school and just let them know, like, if anything ever happens, just call me. Don't ever let anyone say anything, do anything, you know. I live in a small town. I called the store. I'm like, if you ever see my kids in the P.O. box, you know, Yeah.
I've had so many false welfare checks, and they've actually made calls that I was abusing my daughter, and I am not an abusive parent by any means. And I actually had to have a meeting with the lieutenant of the 911 dispatch center to where they put something in place because so many false calls were coming through that we have a PIN number. So if one of us is calling from the house, they ask for a PIN number to make sure it's a real call, right?
Yeah.
They have my number, my husband's number, my daughter's number. They have my brother's number, who is a sheriff's deputy in the next county over, just in case, instead of fucking these people making calls that there's abuse going on in the moment. And guess what? We've had nobody, there's been no police showing up for the last year. Even though they've made calls, we get alerted when calls are made. And it's sick.
They did. I talked to the sheriff, and because I was like, what happens if someone swats me or something? Because I'm in a small town, and they said, we'll take this all down. And so, we don't have the resources to be sending, CPS and stuff unless it's real. So they're like, if we get a call on you, we'll look in your record and see that it most likely is false, and we will contact you and talk to you first and decide, and
well, and that's the thing. So, like, my husband has a PIN number, I have a PIN number, my daughter has a PIN number. So it actually works, because when somebody calls and tries to say that shit's happening at this house, if they don't have the PIN number, and all three of us have our PIN numbers, right?
They did it with us. So no resources get. So it's like, go. If someone tries to do something to me, it won't work. So it's like,
but you got to understand,
everyone was protected. And now that I know everyone's protected, it's like, you do what you want. Go ahead, dox me. Put my number out. I don't fucking care. Do what you want.
But Queen OG, the reason why the PIN number is so important is because of AI. Someone can take my voice just talking on a live stream. They put it into an AI software. They can literally make a whole conversation that sounds identical to me. So they can go by voice.
The shit that these and it's like, why? Like, do people really? These are strangers. Why are you doing? Like, do you really have time for this? It's like, what does she do all day? Like, do you not have time?
She does nothing.
She has spent 3 hours talking about a 1 minute and 33-second skit.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure she had a very flat affect. It was very slow, and it's boring, and she doesn't take anybody's advice. She wants the drama. She wants all of the drama. She wants to be the victim.
Oh, she does. I mean, like she really, she thinks I'm a stalker. For the last 3 days, she's like, oh, Queen OG is just stalking me again, and it's so horrible, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
no one's stalking her. She's boring as fuck.
Like, nobody gives a shit what you do. Nobody gives a shit what you do. Like,
nobody.
Make it up in your mind. You're delusional. She's like delusional.
Honestly, the only reason I go into her chat and on her panel is to piss off one of her subscribers, Pink Bow Weirdo.
Oh, that was mayhem today.
I go in there just to piss off Pink Bow because she's such a
got taken out. Yeah, I think she did.
She got kicked out yesterday.
Yeah, I heard that.
The only reason I go up there is to get fucking Pink Bow fucked up.
Yeah, but I watched the last several ones because I knew she was talking about me. So I've watched like the last 3 or 4. But other than that, I don't watch her. But yeah, what? But what is this? Like, do these people not have, is this all Pink Bow has to do is go there and start shit in chat?
She spurgs out in every chat. She hangs out in Ernie Shells, Mama T's, and Pink Bows. She's a fucking head case.
Like, these people are crazy. If she's not chopping drama, she falls asleep. I put her on 2 hours, and it's honestly, not fast enough for me.
She falls asleep even when she's procuring drama. Like, she's so boring.
Pink Bow is turned on her big time. It's actually priceless. Yeah. I mean, well, that was in my, because I did make another skit, and this was the guy who fell asleep, and he was all like, because I asked, it was like 2 weeks ago I did it, and it was like I was asking her questions, because there was one character I do. It's like Kathy Von Snickertrap, who's vice president of YouTube drama, and I was like, have you ever? And this one was, that was like, and I was like, taken drugs and not at all. Okay, I think I have the answer to that one.
Well, I mean, she falls asleep, so why won't her chat fall asleep, you guys?
I don't,
You know,
the funniest thing is, like, she talks all about, like, oh, you're helping my algorithm. Like, nobody gives a shit about your algorithm.
no, nobody cares about purple.
Like that.
Nobody.
I mean, that's good. Great. Get your algorithm, get your money. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. But it's just always hilarious, because when she does that, I'll look and it'll be like, yeah, there'll be 87 people there. And then there'll be like 8 people active. And like one is her and one is Nightbot. So it's like, okay, I don't think that's that good. I mean, but I don't know. I don't know most creators, but I don't care about that. I just want to create good content and have people have fun. Like, but she's so obsessed. Like, all the haters, you're just helping me. Blah 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 blah. It's like, okay,
Nobody is helping her.
Nobody cares though.
Nobody.
Great. I don't want her not to have a channel. I don't care if she does or she doesn't. I really don't. I mean, she helps me have skits. I make a skit about her because she's a dum-dum. Like, that's great. You helped me have content.
I mean, we could do a parody one night if you'd like. I'd come up and be Yaya.
Oh, that'd be fun. I did a slashy mode on her. That was fun.
I love parodies. I love doing parodies of other channels.
That would be fun. Yeah, I did a Slashy Moto parody, and I had a wig on and everything, and it was like, it was great. It was great. I had her like in different places, like at the park, like slashing stuff, and like, it was so fun. It was so fun. Like, I love doing it. I love doing it, because when I first came on, I had the whole beanie and everything, and like I was like, the whole thing. But
by the way, I love you as a blonde.
Yeah, well, everyone knows.
I haven't been here in a long minute, because last time I was here, you had dark hair.
I've never had dark hair.
Was that a wig? Yeah, you look fabulous with blonde.
Right.
Oh, no shit.
It was this wig and then my beanie.
I remember the beanie.
Yeah, but I've always had blonde hair.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's how long. I mean, again, you never come up in my algo unless it's after the live, and I very rarely watch a live after the live.
We're always on different times.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
But
you're beautiful.
Well, thank you. That's very
well.
cool.
I mean, I think it's good to recognize women that are beautiful, and it's not just, you know what, you've never been venomous. I'm a venomous cunt. You are not. And I think looking at,
I respect the fact that you say what you have to say and you just fucking say it. Like, I respect that. I respect that. Like, I mean, I respect people who say how they feel. And I think we should collab. You have my email. You've emailed me before. Yeah. And we should do a parody of Purple and Yaya. That would be fun. I would like that.
On your channel, and I'll pimp it out, and we'll bring people over here, and I would need at least 3 weeks, because I'd need to study Yaya. I haven't really paid much attention to her lately, but
I remember that one time when you were like trying, because you were like, you weren't that Yaya. Who is that Yaya?
Yeah, there were so many Yayas. There was a couple Yayas.
I remember you were like, are you the Yaya? Who is the Yaya? Who is the Yaya?
Yeah.
Yaya. And it's the way you say Yaya. You say it so funny, because you have like
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
accents from somewhere. You're like, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hilarious. But yeah, that would be fun. And
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
it would.
I have a wig that would be perfect for purple. And I'll start it back here.
You
so
got,
we
I
have
was gonna
the
say, you're
front.
gonna have to move, you're gonna have a severe receding hairline for this.
Yeah, I'll like start it back here. We'll start it back there. You know? And you know, I'll like I don't know how I'll take my even if I have thick hair, even if
Listen,
it's short.
I will order a fake lap dog and I will have Cymbalta for my lap dog, and I will have a background of a bedroom and that like I'm in my bed. All right. I can get that much, but I have to listen to her more on panels so that I can, be
Yeah, we'll
Yaya.
have to figure out what they're gonna be doing. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
They're
out.
they're definitely gonna have to be crying about Tony at some point.
Well, and how do
And the
you have to be
haters.
complaining about someone talking about her disability? You're making fun of my disability. My disability. Hey, Justin.
I will make fun of everybody's disability for real. I will.
Like
Quit using it as a crutch.
Well, the funniest thing is, like, the first she liked it was a video about Molly anyway. It was like her and her whole panel. But she like, hey, arm chat security MG.
Hey, arm. She's one of my mean girls. That's what MG stands for. Mean girl.
I was like, that's a long name. I remember when I came here, I had a long name.
She clears the chat. She clears the chat.
Cool. Clear it up, secure it up. But I had she got mad and first she liked the video and she thought it was hilarious, and then she hated it and decided I was a bully for making fun of her disability. And I was like, I didn't know being lazy and sitting in your bed was a disability. Like that's a disability? Like sitting in your bed and like not like being unkept in your jammies, like at least comb your hair, brush your teeth.
Something.
Like sit up so you look. But like her bedroom, there's like no pictures. It's not decorated. Like at least like.
Well, now I'm not going to judge her. My bedroom has bare walls. But I think it's trauma based because my mom is bipolar manic, so my mom's walls were cluttered with shit my whole life, and it causes a lot of insanity for me. I am one of those people, Queen, that my house is fucking spotless. It's almost sterile. It's almost sterile. I do have things on my wall downstairs, but in my bedroom, absolutely not. It's a bed. I don't even have dressers.
My mom was like that.
We have clothes. We have closets.
The house white.
Yeah, nope. And mine's more of an eggshell white to a grayish white. But I have in my master bedroom, and it's huge. Both walls are. We have 4 doors on each side on each wall, and it's a huge walk-in closet. There are no dressers. Not even a TV is allowed in my room. I live
in my closet, so
Yeah, well, it's your garage. Stop it.
Yeah. It's funny.
Your
My
garage
garage actually is a gym now, so my garage really is a gym. But mine is anxiety driven. I cannot have clutter anywhere. Everything has a place and a place for everything. My mom had that sign up. Because my mom was like that too, and she actually had a sign that there's everything has a place and there's a place and a place for everything. Yes, that's how I live. She had a sign for it. Listen, Queen. My husband, we have 2 dogs, and he wanted to adopt and rescue a Rottweiler, and he knows I have a weakness for Rottweilers, and we have wood floors, and the hair drives me insane. So I have the shark that I go around every day, and I'm sucking up hair, and I'm sweeping, and I'm mopping, and I don't know that it would be okay because the Rottweiler would be scared of the robo thing, but
I am an absolute psychopath when it comes to cleanliness. Is absolute godliness.
You're a psychopath than everything. Who are you kidding? I'm just kidding.
This is psychopathic to some people. I don't. Everyone's like, she doesn't have curtains because it's only blinds only, because curtains to me are clutter. So I have all custom blinds.
Yeah.
Everything is clean. I'm a psycho. Everyone's like, you're such a bitch. Well, I'm a psycho bitch.
I was much more like that when I was younger. I was like my mom, and now I just don't have time. So now I'm like, I've just given up.
My free time is cleaning.
I'm a slob now half the time because I've been worn down into it. I know, yeah, this is a glam she shed. It's a closet. I mean, it's just a closet. I mean,
it's a garage. Stop that. That's huge.
And it's not done. Like so I'm trying to get the thingy over the thingy. I need a little more. So there's the shoes. Here we go. There's the shoes.
Okay, you definitely have a shoe addiction.
Do you think I have a problem? Because I do.
You do. Absolutely.
Everyone used to say I had a coke addiction. No, I have a shoe addiction. See, there's down there, and then like there's the mirror there. And then
can I ask a question though? For real, at your age, how are you wearing stilettos?
Well, I don't. I just look pretty in them.
I know. I can't anymore. I got rid of all mine. I
just sit.
So many. I got rid of them. I can't do it anymore.
They're just for sitting and looking pretty. Like,
all right, good, honey, I gotta go. But let's email me and let's do a parody night, and I will be Yaya.
Okay, yeah.
I just have to order. Yeah. I have to order my little dog and my hair.
I have to think what I need for I need a robe. I
already have that. It's hot pink.
I need a robe. I don't have a robe like that. I need a robe, and I need to practice like and talking slowly, very slowly.
I will. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna probably eat a Benadryl to do this. I quit doing the marijuana shit, but if I take a Benadryl, I'll be slow like Yaya.
I'll get a Xanax.
I can do this.
I'll take a Xanax. I'll get some Xanax. That'll be good.
All right, honey. I need it. Let's do that. Let's do this parody.
All right,
I can do this. I can pull off Yaya. All right, have a good night.
I can pull off purple. I'll go back and get, because I over the 7 months I was gone, I gained like 20 pounds of I call it my Milky Way butt. So I'll try and get my Milky Way butt back, and I'll get a robe. And I'll pull my hair back so I have a 5-finger forehead and
a 5 head. Yeah.
And I'll just get all rank and stank and.
All right, we'll do it. Let's do it. Let's plan it for like 3 weeks from now.
We'll do it.
All right. Bye, lady.
Bye, sweetheart. You need to wash it 7, 6, 5, 4, 7, 8, 9 1 times to make it fit just right. Oh my God. Yeah. I heard her saying that. Like, I have to have it this way. So this doesn't push out and this doesn't push out and this doesn't push out. And this is, I was like, and I was thinking to myself, yeah, I couldn't wear your robe because my boobs would be too big. Like my boobs would poor Roxy Gizmo needs to be freed for good. Yeah, so what happened with the dog? See, I really honestly don't have time. I honestly don't really watch stuff. So I don't really know like most of these things that people are talking about. But I heard the dog story. Yeah, it's like huge. Like she's like, I'm some broke ass bitch over here. Like that's why I had to like make a little skit about it, because it made it sound like my husband was leaving me and he threw me out and I was living in the garage because we were like, something happened, like, and I'm like broke ass gutter girl garage, whatever. And it's like 200 square foot closet. Like it's huge. Like it's a lot of fucking clothes, And like, I guess my shoes got kicked out because like, he was like, where are you going to put all those things? My kids joke because there a lot of them I have never worn. Like I got a problem. People used to joke I had a coke addiction. It wasn't. It was shoes. That was it right there. I was shoving shoes up my nose, stilettos up my nose. That's what I was doing. Okay, I got to look back in chat because I was trying to pay attention, but I was trying. But hey, Precious, I just saw you came in. But is bedbug syndrome No, it is not. It is not a disability. Bedbug syndrome is not a disability. Like laying in your bed and being lazy is not a disability. Being a bitch is not a disability. Being a cunt is not a disability. That's like the first time I've used that word. I never say that. See, that's the thing. Like, she gets all like butt hurt. She says I get butt hurt. She gets butt hurt. Like, she gets butt hurt because I say normal things like you're rude. You know, like I say, like Mr. Rogers wouldn't want to be your neighbor. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's comedy. Like, it's not real. Like, she thinks it's real or something. Like, she thinks I'm really responding to her as a human being because I really care about her as a human being. It's like, you're getting, like, I talked about whale, whatever, douchebag whales. It's a skit. You're getting roasted. I don't care about you. It's not real. Like, it's like so frustrating. And if I hear one more time that I'm butthurt for being called a Barbie, it's like, I like being a Barbie. Are you the bounty hunter? Who's the bounty hunter? Oh God, I got to go way back. Oh, Kimmy was the Barbie hunter, wasn't she? Who's in hiding? Oh my God. Damn it, Purple. Oh God. Now I got to way back. Pixie Lurple might be able to control it if she was taking it as directed. Well, I don't. Yeah, it was a wig. See, I never had. Yeah, I didn't have red hair. Like the whole, like everybody, so many people were shocked the first time I had blonde hair. But it's like, it was a wig. I did have red hair like before I had kids. But yeah, gabapentin is the devil drug. No one should ever take gabapentin. I took gabapentin once and I literally like saw things. I still need a freaking Kleenex. I was looking for a Kleenex earlier and I couldn't find one. I still need one. My nose is running. But like gabapentin is the devil drug. I took it once and I started seeing things and hearing things. And I would ask my husband, I'm like, did you just say something to me? And he's like, no. I'm like, did you just hear someone talk down the hall and see someone walk down the hall? And he's like, no. And I'm like, and gabapentin, you cannot go off of it. You have to wean off of it. It is like worse than like opiates. It's a really bad drug. And if you're an older person, I'm like walking around looking for Kleenex. If you're an older person, you cannot take it if you have heart problems. My father-in-law, like they put him on it and he has AFib and like you should never take it if you have that. And then I was like, you know, you can't go off of it. You got to wean off of it. And they just took him right off of it and he dropped and had a heart attack and died. And they got him back to life. Like they revived him or whatever. God damn it. I need a Kleenex. Hold on. I need to get a Kleenex. Hold on. I'll be right back. Going back and forth looking for a freaking Kleenex like a crazy person. Here we go. I'm just going to use it. There. All right, now I'm back. Well, that was fun. That was fun. I haven't seen Nicolina in forever and a day. All right, so let's go back. Yeah, Slashimoto. Yeah, I had a Slashimoto skit. It was fun. Hey everyone. Hey, I haven't seen you in a long time, Just Dawn. Just Dawn, are you still in my Discord? I haven't seen you in Discord in forever. You have to call your dog Gizmo. We need a little, we'll just get, maybe we could get a plushie. Like I have all these plushies from Pooh. Remember Pooh who died? Poor Pooh. That freaking Dick Kim, freaking Unseen made fun of. Don't like her. Don't like her and don't like Dick Kim. Never will. Oh, I still have my, my canvas that I used that I was cutting in my video. I think I still have them somewhere. Because remember that one? I had like different backgrounds. So it was like I had her in space cutting and I had her like in the kitchen cutting. And then I had her in all different places cutting. So, all right, I'm just looking through chat right now. yeah, it's a nice shed. It's a nice shed. It's not like, and she's like, oh yeah, and you can see the 2x4s and blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah, it's not done, dum dum. Like, she's so dumb. She's so dumb. She's so dumb. And I was like, so she's created 3 hours of content for my 1 minute and 33 second video. What's arm chat, the topic is purple. It calls anyone who talks about her a stalker. And you know, shouldn't someone who's true crime know what the definition of a stalker is? Like, I mean, I'm just like thinking that, like, you're true crime. Shouldn't you know the definition of a stalker? I mean, just a thought. I mean, I would just think you would know what that is, you know. Thanks, Pixie, because, oh. Yeah, but the birdie person got blocked today. I did hear that. We should free Gizmo. So Gizmo is Heidi's dog, right? Let's just, well, you know how Hopi used to say, like, half of my family was in the mob and the other half was in the FBI. So I'll, like, have both halves go and do a covert mission to free Gizmo. And we'll get, like, free Gizmo. She is true crime, and she doesn't know the definition of a stalker. Like, a stalker is not someone who responds to you starting a rumor by roasting you. That's not a stalker. But anyway, like, she's the greatest true crime person in the world, because, like, you know, and here's another skit I was gonna do. Like, you know how she always says, like, I am so professional, I never mix Monkey Monday with, like, you know, anything else. Like, I have a video of her doxing me, like, outright, like, there's her name, everybody, right there, see it, there's her name, blah blah blah. And she's like all like laughing and calling me like the C word and blah blah blah. And she's like, block that bitch, I don't want her here, because she never blocks anybody either. And then all at once she's like, well, that was fun, and you know, I've got 131 people here, so don't forget tomorrow's Monkey Monday. Like, literally, like, in like the span of 5 seconds, goes from calling me a cunt to saying there's 131 people here, don't forget Monkey Monday tomorrow. That's professional. That is not putting the two together. That is making sure to separate the two, right? So I don't know. I have a whole lot of ideas for like roasts and things that I can do for the two of them. But I've always stayed away from doing it because they're like little people, like little channels. But like now I just think it would be fun to just like, you know, like she says everybody else gets so butthurt. Like she's like, oh, you guys get so butthurt. But like she was screaming today. She was literally screaming about Pixie Truther today. Now I support Purple. Everyone has rights to opinion, but I do like her too. Well, you can like her. I don't care. I think she's trash, but I mean, that's the thing. Everybody can have their own opinion, and I would never say that someone should have an opinion of someone because of my opinion, because you've had a different experience with her, and like maybe you've had a good experience with her. I'm pretty sure eventually you won't. That's just my opinion. But I mean, I could care less. See, like those things, I could care less. I could care less who she's friends with. I don't care about those things. Like she thinks people do, but they don't. Like I don't care. Like everybody can be friends with whoever they want. I mean, I personally think she's like a soulless, vile piece of shit who has no worth to humanity, but maybe like donating her organs when she dies. But I don't know. They might be worthless too, but you know, who knows? But I mean, like, that doesn't mean that someone else has to have that opinion. I'm sure like everybody has a family who loves them. So like each one of us can't be that bad, right? Like we all have like people who love us. So like we're all like okay in some way, right? Like we're all not evil, you know? So, I mean, if you think of it that way, you know, yeah, like Mr. Pork, why are you laughing? But I mean, seriously, like I have children who love me and a husband who loves me, and she has a boyfriend who, I don't know, whatever. is her, like her grandfather, but you know, still like she has people who think she's okay. So I mean, like she's can't be that bad all the time either. So, you know, I mean, you know, just soulless devil human who like is jealous of me. I mean, I'm just gonna start saying it. Like, I mean, you don't talk about me the way that she talks about me unless like I bug the shit out of you. Like I've never done a damn thing to her. Like I know she likes to say it, but I never have. I mean, I made a fart video that wasn't about her, that she thought was about her, but it wasn't. And she got mad about that, and then was mad because it wasn't about her, and that embarrassed her. And then I've done nothing but respond to when she like calls me like a cunt and things like that. I don't know. I don't think that sounds too bad to me. You know, like I like if you listen to her today, she like had like a 10-minute diatribe about like, you know, all my facelifts and my plastic surgery and how my face doesn't move and, you know, all my Botox, which like I've never, I don't, no Botox here. Sorry. Never had a facelift. Sorry. Like, I don't know why people like want to think that I've had all this work done. Like people want it. Sorry, I'm high. That poor like, why do people want to think that I've had all this plastic surgery? Like, people want to think that I've had all this surgery. And I haven't. The only thing I've had done is my boobs. That's it. I've had my boobs done. The ladies have been upgraded. But other than that, everything else is like, I have I showed a picture of me when I was 18. And you can tell. Because you can tell when someone has had, like, you know, because things are in different places. So like, I don't know like why people want to believe, because like in the video, like, you know, middle fingers up her butt or whatever is like, you know, 100 facelifts later. Like, why do you want to think I had a facelift? Like, I don't understand. Like, does that bring people joy? Like I haven't. So like, but you want, and I keep saying that I haven't. So it's like, why do people want to believe it? Like, I don't understand. Like, does that make, like, what does that make better? That like, instead of that I just look this way, I look this way because I got 100 facelifts? I don't know. But I got the Barbie gene. So if I got the Barbie gene, then that means it's natural. But I do think I am going to get some filler. I do think I am going to get some filler. And if I do, I will tape it. I will do a live where like I'm live getting it. I think that would be fun. But I do think I do want to get some filler. And she's like, and what's with her one eyebrow going up? It must be the Botox frozen. No, like that's because I don't have Botox. My one eyebrow always goes up. Did anyone ever watch Days of Our Lives? There was one person who always like their one eyebrow went up. Like, I don't know. Like when I talk, I do have one eyebrow that goes up. Like I always like kind of go like that. OG, that fart video you did was stupendous because Purple had just farted on a live before you. Yeah. That's the thing. She thought it was about her. Like she thought it was about her. And she like, and like, so that night she had a live and she was like, there's this creator that I know most of you don't like. And I have thick skin, so I'm okay with it. But, you know, she did a video about me farting and I was like, what? Like, cause she had written in the comments, like really great video. That was funny. And I was like, oh, thanks. And then, and I am sitting there like listening to her, like, one, you're like being bitchy about me and like totally like knocking me. But two, you're saying that my video is about you and it's not about you. Like, it's totally not about you. Like at that point, like I was doing like Bullhorn Betty and Molly and like, you know, big YouTubers. I wasn't doing like little 1,000 sub channels like hers. Because, you know, that like I didn't think that was a fair thing to do. Like, so I wouldn't have roasted her channel. And when I roast someone, their name is in it. Like, I don't roast people and not put their name in it. I have balls, you know. So it's like if that was about you, your name would have been there. And I wasn't roasting people like you then. I was roasting like Bullhorn Betty and like, you know, Ziggy and Molly and stuff like that. But like she just that's where it started. I embarrassed her. because she kept talking about it, and I had to go on panel and say, will you stop? This isn't about you. It's like when someone's like waving and like you like wave back, and then you realize they're waving at the person behind you, and you're like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I just like, whoa, that's embarrassing. Like, that happened. And like, you know, like ever since then, I was a bully. I was a bully. And then there's one video I made where I'm starving too, actually. There's one video I made that it starts off with all these crayons in a box, and I made like a community post. I made it totally sound like it was going to be about her, and she like 3 nights in a row talked about this community post, showed it, and she's like, oh, there's OG, she's going to totally talk about me and like use me for content. And I'm sitting here thinking like, this video is not even about you, like at all. Like, wait till you see it. It has nothing to do with you. And literally, like, she probably spent like 2 hours talking about how like I was a bully because see, I was gonna, you know, look at the trailer, because that was when I was making trailers. Like, she's like, look at the trailer, she's gonna talk about me, she's such a bully, she's such a bitch, she's such a Barbie. And then like, you know, it wasn't about her at all. And I even have a sign like where I think it's like I hold up a crayon and I'm like, I have that song like, you're so vain, you probably think the song is about you. Like, that's in the beginning, and then I'm, you know, and like, you know, I'm probably embarrassed her there too. I don't know. So that's probably part of why she doesn't like me, is I embarrass her. And then I'm like, you know, I think she just flat out doesn't like me because I'm pretty, and she thinks I think I'm better than her. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't think anybody's better than anybody. You know, everybody's probably better than everybody at something. Like, I'm probably better at someone at making like googly eye crayons. Woo, you know, and there are people who cook better than me. But you know, like, I mean, why do we need to compare? It's actually a disease. It's actually a mental disease, and I forget what it's called. But it's something where, like, as an older woman, you get to a point where like you go through your life and you think like, well, shit, I haven't done all the things that I've wanted to do. Like, you know, I'm like not a failure, but I just haven't accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. And so then you look at other women who have accomplished those things, and you're jealous of them. And it's actually like a mental disease. And I think she has that with me. She just doesn't like me. You know, like, you know, I'm happy and I'm like bubbly and I like think everybody's pretty, and she's just nasty. She's like the most unhappy person I think I've ever met. Like, I swear to God, I can totally see that she was the type, oh, sesame chicken, that sounds good. I can totally see her as the type who had the mom who was like if she got upset about something, was like, don't cry, you're not allowed to cry, or I'll give you something to really cry about. So she wasn't allowed to like have emotions or cry, or like, you know, something got fucked up in her head right there. Like, I really think there's like, I bet if you asked her, did your mom do that? Like, she probably did, and it fucked her up in the head. And like, I don't know, something got fucked up in there. And because of that, she resents me. And I don't know, she just like wants to bring me down, and like, it's not going to happen. Like, not going to happen by her. I mean, I don't know. My daughter made me curry chicken last night, and it was yummy. Ooh, that sounds yummy. You guys are making me hungry, and I have to pee again. And now I kind of feel like I have to fart, to be quite honest. I really do think I have to fart. Should I not say that? My husband just like cracks, like he's like, you talking about the most like inane things. Like, you really shouldn't say that on like, I'm like, why? I really do. Like, I kind of have to fart right now. Like, is that a bad thing? Where's dictum? Where's dictum? You know, when I first started going live, it was unseen. You go on by Fancy Glam. She used to come up here. She used to come up on my live streams like all the time. And I would not want to let her, but I did. And I really tried to help her not be as big of an asshole as she was. And, you know, that was when she had just done the dog thing with Ziggy. And I tried to explain to her why. Like, she's like, nobody took that seriously. I'm like, I took it seriously. I thought you were serious. Like, I tried to explain to her, and I tried to help her be a better human. And she ended up being like the worst human ever. And now she's dictum. And she says there's many dictums. No. Are there really many dictums? I think there's just her. I think it's just her. Like, in, I don't know. I don't know. I'm cold. I need my heater. I need my heater. I need to set up my bedroom in here. And I need to figure out which purse I'm going to use for a pillow. And I hear a chicken outside. And I know whose chicken that is, too. That's my friend's chicken down the street. It got loose. This is when you know you live in a small town. When you hear a chicken and you know whose chicken that is. Now I want to grab that chicken and eat it. But I don't think I could kill something and eat it. But yes, most of those shoes have not been worn. And if they have been worn, they've been worn to take a picture in or sit pretty. Like, I can't walk in those. Those aren't walking shoes. Like, see those right there? That's the one in the picture in the front of my channel. Those ones. And they have never been worn outside of the house. They've been worn for that picture, and that's it. Those ones I really like. I've worn those out. I can wear shoes like that out. Shoes like that I can totally wear out. I've worn those shoes many times. But remember when, see those shoes? Those are all, like, remember when clear shoes were only stripper shoes? I love this. I feel like I'm like romper room right here. Remember when clear shoes were only stripper shoes? Yeah, I can't wear high heels. But, like, I mean, like, check these out. All right, check these out. You probably can't see me right now, but check these fuckers out. Yeah, I bought those, and they're the best. And I did wear them once. It was like an 80s thing, but I muddled through it because they're awesome. Yeah, aren't those awesome? Yeah. See, I have a problem. Y'all thought it was Coke. It wasn't. It was shoes. It was shoes. That's my problem. It was shoes. I was sticking stilettos up my nose. But these, I bought these a few years ago, and I've worn them twice. Once this year and once the year before. They're Christmas boots. Yep. That's my addiction. That's my addiction, everybody. That's my addiction. All right. It's like almost 8 o'clock. I got to check on my kid because he's not feeling well. And I'm hungry right now, actually. Yeah. I have like a lot, like I have a lot of great shoes. See, look at that. That's not no broke back bitch over there. Look at that. And so what? You can see, yeah, you can see the 2x4s. You know why? Because I haven't finished. We're not done yet. Like, we're not done yet. Because those are expensive. It's like, each one of those is like a 3x4, and it's like $300 for each one of those metal things. But when it rains, look, there's a chandelier there. And there's, see that Louis Vuitton there? That's $6,000 right there. That'll buy you a car, bitch. See? See? And I'm not saying that because I'm all about money. I'm saying that because she said I was all about money. So, you know, I'll do what she does. If you go low, I'll go lower. So if you say I'm all about money, I'll be all about money. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat. I just heard my son coughing, and I've been on for 2.5 hours. But I think that would be really funny. Me and Nick doing her being Yaya, because especially how she can do that voice. She'd be hilarious because she'll get mean. Like she can get mean. So she'll do a good Yaya. She'll really she'll take her down to downtown, and then some. And me being purple, I'm gonna just have to figure out how to get my hairline farther up. And she said something about gray hair. Someone was like, just be natural. I'm like, I have gray hair. I do have gray hair. Fuck you, I have gray hair. I have blue hair, and I have purple hair, and I have blonde hair. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like who, that's the craziness. Like, oh my God, she might have had Botox. Oh my God. She might have had filler. Oh my God. She's like, it's like, really? Like, that's the craziness. Like, who cares? Like, I haven't. But what if I had? Oh my God, she's pretty. She wears makeup. Oh my God. I would rather be someone who gets on here and wears makeup. I got fake hair, fake nails, fake eyelashes, fake boobs, and I'd rather be that than a real trashy, soulless, vile piece of shit, ignorant, uncouth bitch with no morals or values or empathy or ability to be an adult who's kind and courteous and has manners. So I'd rather be a little fake than a real piece of shit. Just saying. And with that, I will wrap it up. So anyway, you guys could have been anywhere you wanted for the last 2.5 hours, and you hung out here with me in this crazy journey that went from talking about purple to having KK to now Nick Lee and I are going to do a parody, and we got all this crazy stuff going on, and it's going to be really fun. So I thank you all for being here. I got demonetized because I wasn't here for 7 months. So I still have memberships, but they're at Patreon now. Patreon. And there is a free version, and Patreon is way better than YouTube. I'll just tell you that right now. So, so if you go there, we have fun. There's a caption this where like there's like me with a pot on my head, like get it, pot head. So there's some fun stuff there. There's like caption this. One time I had a pot on my head, so it's a pot head. And there's outfits of the day, and there's just weird stuff. And I did the hula hoop thingy, the new hula hoop. I reviewed the hula hoop. That's kind of funny because I look really stupid. And my son took the video of it, and he was quite embarrassed of watching me. So anyway, so I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm sure that Purple will have something to say about this in the morning and probably say, I don't know why she doesn't like me. I mean, all I ever did was call her a Barbie. I don't know why. I don't know why she's stalking me. She's such a stalker. All I ever did was call her a Barbie. She's so, she's had so much plastic surgery. Hold on. Let me see if my robe will go around my big fat waist. Okay. Gotta go. I'm going to get rude now. I can get rude too. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you. And have a good night. Bye.